It's Arukh HaShulchan Yeridea Siman Aleph Sif Mem and Mem Aleph, day 12 of the supplemental Arukh HaShulchan Yomi cycle. Mem, that's a baby Beis Yosef. According to Beis Yosef, Katan Shadam Meni Yodav, a child who knows how to train his hands, child is adept, or Mumche, or is an expert. Show the Chatchila Ben Malgaba, can shaft even preferentially when somebody else is standing over him. If he doesn't know how to train his hands, is also not an expert. It's only mutter after the fact. When somebody stood over him, to deliberately to shaft is also. The great Achanim argue, who they hold the Be'eni Yodeh Lamin Yodav, if he doesn't know how to train his hands, even if it's an expert, and other people standing watching him, Shchita is a psula. His Shchita is possible. They men called Gavra, they don't have sufficient strength. And also they're, I'm not sure exactly why it's a Ma'aseh but it's like the act of a monkey. It's for sure. If it's act of a monkey, then it should be kosher, even if he knows how to craft his hands. So I don't know what it means, Ma'aseh Ba'alma here. Ma'aseh Ba'alma usually takes the meaning of the act of an automaton, which, but then he should be an automaton no matter what his skill set is. I don't know. If he knows how to train his hands, even though he doesn't know Chashchita, kosher, but it's kosher after the fact. Somebody stands over him for him and watch him from the beginning to the end. Also, but to do it deliberately is also. If he knows to train his hands and also knows the halachas of shchita, it's mutter even deliberately to allow him to shech if somebody stands over him, march him beginning to end. If somebody's not standing over him, everybody agrees that shchita is possible. Even knows how to train his hands. Knows the halachas of shchita, but there's nobody argues whatsoever. They even go to the first opinion if he doesn't know to train his hands. Even if he knows the laws of shchita, he can't shech deliberately. Even somebody standing over him. It says references to Prima Godim. Nikra Katan is called a minor till he's 13 years and 1 day old, meaning 13 according to what we call 13. And we know that he has 2 hairs from at the time, which are still extant on his body at the time that he's 13 1 day. References of Magen Avraham here. The psul of a katan who shechs without somebody standing over him, who min ha Torah. It's midoraisa. Why is that? Because he's not believed to testify that it's shechted properly. That's a shach. Anytime it's a Torah prohibition, we don't rely on being of age, 13, if there aren't simanim, it doesn't have 2 hairs. So in a place where women do shecht, it has to be 12 plus hairs. Those who are meticulous, slowly taking Kabbalah, not to give a certification for shchita, to somebody who's less than 18 years old. Shows Dr. Shlema when he's reached his full intellectual prowess. Or the full, whatever das means in this context. There's evidence for this in Gemara, evidently. So, Perikei Shabbos by Yoshio. He only became fully vested as king was 18. Definitely involved in Shabbos. But everything is based on the acumen of the person in the individual case. So, the Shach and the Das. All those who forbidden to shecht and where somebody doesn't stand over them, the shchita is possible. I feel even want to give them to shecht and say, oh, no problem, because give it to the dogs. It's still us. Because maybe the people come to eat it, because we will see that we let them shecht. It's twice the beginning of Chulit. The nighttime of Patrin and Shchitos and Mekisi Adam, Adam. And on this account, we exempt their Shchita and Mekisi Adam. And you're not allowed to cover the blood. That's what's the Raisa. Because people might come to eat from the Shchita, much time to see Mekov Ches. Kate said, yeah, I say, Mitzvah Klebin Trefos. Okay, so what do you do if you need food for dogs or for some other reason why you need treifas? If you can shecht it by a kosher shochet, that's great, even though you don't need it for kashrus. But he says once you shecht it by a shochet, you should eat a little bit of the meat. Because otherwise you can't make a bracha on the shechita. If it's not possible, you should kill in a way which is clearly not shechted in any way, shape, or form. Running it through, stabbing it. Slaughter it with a knife, which is not a shechita knife. Don't use a puzzle shechita knife. It's absolute nevela. The last won't come to from it. That's real short. Interesting. He says, "Oh, sure. No, I'm not so concerned about that." Everybody knows if you don't check the lung, you can't eat. And if you checked even with a shechit knife which is damaged, they won't open up the lung to examine it. So people know. The reason why I said that if you can shecht kosher, it's great. Not just because of bracha, he says, but because those who are meticulous not to deliberately do with a kosher animal a maisa which deliberately makes a treifa. Interesting. That's even more fascinating. This is schera, which makes sense. This is schera b'davim masurim. You're not allowed to do schera with much activity with treifas, and there's now treifas if you shecht it inappropriately. Those are matir in a way, I guess, where it's obvious that this has been treifed up. It says in the brackets, look at the Taz and the Bach and the Arukh and the Ateres Kenim. Okay, and that's it for today.